Check, check. This is I Am Athlete Daily. I'm here with the host of the show. I'm just introducing this segment, Kayla Nicole Brown. We got Bezo out in Chicago, Kayla out in LA, and we take our stream to another part of the country, and that is DC, because we're sitting down with one of the top dogs, big dogs in the NFL right now. B-Rob, what's up, brother? How you feeling?
Great, man. You can see it from the smile on my face, man. I feel good. I feel good about everything.
Well, you're fresh off the massage table, and we only have a few minutes with you, so we're gonna jump right into it. Um, let's talk about that, man. You don't, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that right now. Don't laugh. Don't smile. As a running back in the NFL, how long does it take for you to recover? Talk to us about this part of the NFL season. How much of a grind it is.
Uh, on average, I think from the time the game ends, you need at least that full Monday and Tuesday. At least it's just strictly recovery. In order to be able to hit the ground running on Wednesday. And you kind of go by your normal routine then. So you need at least two full days. I think if you play the way I play, and I play hard, I play physical. I hit from the time I step on the field to the time I leave. So I have stuff going on, all around my body. Stuff that people will never see. So I think at least 2 full days, to fully get your body and your feet back under you.
Mm, okay.
Yeah. Hey, so I know you went to Alabama, and what it was D Harris and Najee Harris. How was that for you? I know them being two top backs, and then you coming behind them. How was that like? Was it times where you was like, man, you know what, man, I want to go somewhere else, or was that like motivation for you?
Um, Everything about being in that running back room was motivation. From the time that I signed to that school, I knew what I was going into. I knew I was going to the best school in the country, one of the most competitive schools, and I knew that how competitive that room was. Before I signed that paper, so uh, you know anything I start, I'm all about finishing. Even though I feel like my back was up against the wall a few years when I wasn't quite getting the opportunity. But I trusted the process. It might sound so bland, but until you have to go and do 5 full years, in that system, just wait your turn and just make the most of it.
Yeah.
It just taught me. It just taught me a lot.
Yeah, and it's crazy, right? Because like now you came from Alabama, one of the top schools, right? And everybody, Alabama. Everybody want to know behind the scenes of Alabama. Like, what was harder, being in the league or being in Alabama?
That's a good question.
I'm gonna have to say being at Alabama, only because it being in the league, it's my job to play football. Being at Alabama, you got to manage, competing with guys on that level, on the football field, and then still having to manage the school part and just make sure that staying disciplined above like all your work and stuff like that. I think that what made it hard, just trying to compete and also trying to like balance
Yeah, being a
school.
student
And,
athlete.
me also being a local kid trying to balance out the fact that I got my city right here, and it was just a lot, to balance, and it made me the man I am. Honestly.
What's the toughest
Speaking of
part of the?
Alabama
Oh,
too. Oh
go
wait, go
ahead,
ahead, B.
Kayla. Go ahead.
Well, just speaking of Alabama, a team that knows how to win. I know that you tweeted recently that I'm extremely positive that nobody wants to win more than I do. So I was curious, what do you think the secret ingredient is that requires you to win, but also, to turn a franchise around like you guys are doing?
Like you said, like I'm extremely familiar with winning. I play under several different coaching styles as far as like offensive coaches, coaches that's coaches in the league now or new head coaches at college teams, and I just take everything that I learned from all those different people like Kiffin and Brian Dable and Bill O'Brien and just all those different people and you know, just it just taught me different styles of playing the game and just how you can use your personnel to just attack people. And it's not about being fancy. It's literally just about knowing your personnel and just allowing them to just maximize their abilities. And I feel like the more our organization here understands that, the more that they will continue to, just push us, to be our best.
Bro, let's talk about that. How y'all go from being one of the worst? I gotta say it like this. I'm sorry, bro. Y'all was one of the worst in the NFL for a couple of years, bro. It was a disaster there, and especially last year, y'all was last in the division, and now you guys are in second, and y'all playing some amazing ball. Um, what was the thing that turned things around? Because outside looking in, nobody would have thought y'all would be rolling like this.
I think first and foremost, I had to give it hats off to just the coaching structure and in general. That makes a huge difference. Because you gotta influence your team. You gotta make them want to play for you. And I think the coaching shift and the shift of the regime has really helped us in the locker room and just make us feel like we're cared for. In a great way, and they show that all the time, and it just make us just want to go out and just play hard for them. How you feel like you're getting treated a certain type of way, and you just
Yeah.
want to give everything
Hmm.
back to just show your appreciation.
Totally
I feel
invested.
like that's how I feel.
Is there an example you can give us on the difference between the old regime and this year's regime?
I think just it's just the general stuff like just making sure that everyone is being coached the same way, and just not leaving any elephants in the room, just being stand up about everything in the way that the coaches speak to us, and they be straight up about anything that's going on, so that nobody is confused about nothing that's going on. Everybody knows exactly what's going on and what to look for, and I think that's the perfect reassurance that people need in this game.
What's the possibilities for you guys, right? Like you guys are second in the division. Who would have thought Jayden Daniels would come in and ball the way he's balled? Like, what's the possibilities, bro? What are y'all talking about in the locker room in these team meetings? When y'all talk about y'all season, y'all talk about y'all future.
Even after losing 3 games straight, I'm telling guys like, bro, like, keep y'all head up. We are a great team. We just gotta start back playing like it, and it's all self-inflicted. We know our potential, and I go and talk to Jay. I'm like, man, we good. We just gotta play better. It's
Right.
nothing. Nobody needs to pep talk us, or we don't need to do anything different except play our game better. And guys just been working, putting extra work in, just making sure that they're locked in on all the small details when it comes to game planning. And I see that shift of focus in the building. I feel like guys know the importance of this time in the season, and they know, like, even coming off a 3-game slump, how important it is to get back on track.
Yeah.
I got two questions for you before Bezo jump in here. One, when did you know that this team was good, right? Like went from bottom, y'all wasn't that good last year, to where
Mhm.
you're like, oh no, we got to stick. So when did you know that? And two, talk to me about Jayden Daniels. When did you know this dude was for real?
Yeah,
Um,
Jay. Is that your
I
nickname
knew
for him? Jay?
JD.
Okay, JB.
So
I'm gonna call him that.
I when I honestly knew for a fact that we had a great team. Obviously, once we kind of put everything together, it was new people signing left and right, new coaches coming in left and right, and that was a whole transition. And once we started getting into camp and competing against each other and just making each other better, and then taking our camp into joint practicing and going up against other teams and just watching how we traveled and competed, with those teams on the road and stuff like that. Just, gave me an idea of, what we was working towards, and just seeing Jay just automatically just come in and, just step right into his shoes. He knew exactly, what he was brought here for, and I think he's been doing a great job. He's still growing. You gotta understand, like I didn't expect him to, be like the man on day one, but like he's showing all the character and traits, just to be that man. You know.
Okay.
Your hot take. You think he's the best QB in your division? Ready, go. Answer quick.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh,
Mm.
that's deep.
yes. Yes.
Yes, that's a yes. That's a confirmed
Yeah,
yes. Okay.
and it's just,
Do you
there's no
think?
shade. There's no shade. There's no shade. Me and Jay Hurst got personal ties. And that's the only other one that I feel like they can go, toe and toe with. And I'm not saying either one is better. I'm going with who I'm going to line up with on
The,
Sundays.
the interview has started. Great question, Kayla. What makes him special,
Let's
bro?
get to it.
Yeah, let's get right to it. What makes him special?
What makes him
We only got a
special?
few more minutes. We got about
Well,
3
I
more
think
minutes
what
before
makes
you
him
go to the
special
team
is
meeting.
that he's not comfortable with anything. He's not complacent. Like he had a great game, early on in the season when he completed like over 80%, scored like 2 touchdowns, and he was like this trash or something. I'm like I don't know, I don't know what his standard is for himself. I just know it's very high, and he's been a great pro. About how he's handled his business since he's been here. And I think the best thing for me and for us around him is just to make sure that we continue to help him grow, to be, the pro he want to be.
Okay. Hey, I want to know, like, when you on those losing teams, and it's just like Debbie Downer, everything just going bad. But when you on those winning teams, like, what is the locker room like? Because I was an energy dude. Like, I was one of them dudes that come in the morning. I got my boombox on, my radio on. You come in, hey, I got everybody going. Like, I know, like the camaraderie, in the locker room. Like, what is that like right now for y'all? Like, is it
Yeah,
real high?
I want people to know like after losing after losing 14 games last year, I would really love for guys to just feel how fun it is to win. So when we win, and we gonna have a blast. We gonna turn up. We gonna make sure guys know like this what it's supposed to feel like. And when we losing and we taking losses back to back to back, like I don't want to see like obviously I want guys to keep their heads up and stay positive, but I don't want to see like laughing and playing and joking around like then I feel like it's not that important. It's not serious to you because if we lose and whether I play or not, I'm over there
Mm.
what we can do to like be better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like in a laughing, joking mood, none of that. So winning, everything great. We're gonna have a blast, and that's the standard we want to keep. And and when we lose, I want guys to know like, no, that's not the standard. You shouldn't feel good about it, at all.
So is this team meeting at 12:40 or 12:50? Because I want to know before if I gotta land the
Well,
plane or I
well,
can
yeah.
transition to. It's 12:40, so we gotta land the plane.
Yeah, we gotta land the plane. We gotta land the
Gotta
jet.
land the
Y'all
plane.
be on private jet. Y'all
All
be
Hey,
on
right.
hold on. I got
jets
one
and stuff
question. I got one
like
question.
that.
No, he got 4 minutes.
I
What
know,
you
but I
mean? One
got
more
one question. And
question.
this
We
is
trying to
important.
get
No,
this.
this is important though
Hey,
because
look,
the kids gonna need this.
you be on private jets. You could just walk up to the pilot like, yo,
Yeah.
man, land in the next city, yo. We gotta
Yeah.
land.
No, and this is important though for the youth because you had something tragic that happened in your life.
No, we can't go there right now. You got 4 minutes. We
No,
can't
no. This is
unpack
just
that.
Go,
advice.
go,
He
go,
can give us
go,
a
go,
nugget. He
go,
can give
Listen,
go,
us a
listen,
go,
listen.
nugget.
I
go,
know you went through
go,
something
go.
tragic in your life, bro, and it was very, it was public. Everybody, seen it or whatever. And you got these young dudes that's coming up in the league, and this situation happened to you when you was young. So what advice, you know what I'm saying? Because the team, they give you the black trucks and they try to keep you, kind of secure. So what advice can you give to the youth, these younger dudes that's coming in the league that kind of not, to try to avoid a situation that happened to you?
I would say, always be aware of your surroundings. Whether you feel like you untouchable or not, like always be aware of your surroundings. That's the first thing, and second thing, just don't move loud. If you can, move discreet. Get you a truck, get you a driver or something like that. Don't try to drive nice flashy cars and nice in the cities like that. Especially if you're not aware of the crime rates and stuff like that. If you're not aware of new cities and new areas, just move low until you kind of figure things out. And other than that, just stay blessed up. Stay
Okay.
protected
That's
at all
right.
times.
Well, bro, I appreciate you coming on the show, and you got to run to this team meeting because people don't know that if you're 1 minute late, 30 seconds late,
Ooh,
that's $5,000
that's a
fine.
big.
Look, we're gonna have to do this proper, bro. This was our first time doing a virtual interview this year or this season, so we're gonna have to pull up on you and do a real sit down. Is that cool?
Oh yeah, that's cool. Even either y'all pull up on me or I pull up on y'all. Y'all down my
Bet we
way.
gonna do it. We gonna do it proper, bro. So I appreciate you, man. Go get that 1,000 yards, make it to the playoffs, stay healthy, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
More blessings,
Appreciate
my
y'all.
boy.
Yes, sir.
All right, love, 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 love.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Yep. Man, man, I wish we had more time to go
I
deeper.
know. I know. Hey,
Pause with B Rob. I mean, there's so much to talk about, and this is some of the things that we'll be leaning more into in 2025. But you have these special people out there with special stories. Like this dude right here, he comes from the sticks,
mhm.
and then he goes to Alabama, and he becomes a household name, and then he makes it to the NFL, and then he becomes a household name, not because of ball, but because of his situation that you wanted to dive into, which we can unpack in a couple of weeks here. And now he's starting to make a name of himself on that field. This is a kid that missed a couple games, Kayla, already on, I mean, still on pace to hit 1,000 yards and over 10 touchdowns. So I'm extremely proud of him. And there's so much more wisdom that he can give us and knowledge. So
Real.
excited about that. But that's I Am Athlete Daily. That was our first sit down virtually
Virtual.
with Brian Robinson.